Hey friends, we got a really fun episode for you today. If you guys like World War II German aircraft, FPV, and 3D printing, this is going to be a fun episode. My good friend Dave is currently in the back. We have a whole new print farm of amazing new 3D printers. He's going to be printing out the new Eclipse and FW-190. Now, I'm going to be actually out of the office here for the better part of a week celebrating with my wife for our anniversary. But in the meantime, Dave's going to be printing this airplane, and when I come back, Dave and Mike are going on a top secret mission. I'm going to put this together, and because this plane has the ability to put FPV inside the cockpit, we're going to have some fun. We got a lot of work to do. Let's get to it.
All right, so big day today. We got some new stuff to add to the Fab Lab here at Flight Test HQ, courtesy of our friends over at Bamboo Lab. So the Bamboo Lab X1 series combo. So this is the new X1 printer, as well as the filament holder dryer thing up top.
Yeah, because these can print up to 4 colors, I believe it is, out of the box.
I think so. That's what it looks like online. The picture looks sweet.
It can also print way faster than any other printer. Yeah, our friends over at Bamboo Lab hooked us up with all of these, so we're going to redo it in here. And I believe our old printers we're going to actually take up to Pilot Institute and have a makerspace so people can readily use them.
Yeah, which is going to be sweet. So we got to figure out, because obviously the space in here is somewhat limited, so we got to figure out like where these are going to go, where those are going to go, how it all is going to fit together. So that's why we're opening up this one right now to check and make sure that we have what we need.
Yes.
So, also let us know in the comments what are some of the things that you guys are excited about for these printers. I'm sure some of you guys have already heard about these and are excited to check them out. So let us know what you guys want to see us do with them, and also what you guys are excited about most for these printers. So it's not just one printer that we have, but we got hooked up with 10 different printers. So this is going to be like a Bamboo Lab X1 series combo print farm, which, like I said, we're super excited about. But yeah, so we're going to be having unboxed 9 more of them. But like I said, it's not a problem. We'll get there. We're going to get this first one hooked up. We're going to test some stuff on it. Make sure we know what we're doing before we just start unboxing like crazy. So we'll see you guys in a sec.
Alrighty guys, so we just got all of our new printers set up, and I have to say, Bamboo Lab and their Carbon X1, they are phenomenal already. I can tell just by putting them together the quality is there, and I mean, for the price point of $1,400 or roughly around there, I don't think you can beat it. It's kind of on the higher end of hobby grade, but I think it's going to be well worth it. Alright, so we've got an Eclipse plane to print. It's the FW-190. And I say we put these things to work. So I'm going to make up a profile real quick for the lightweight PLA, and let's see what these things can do.
Sorry, I'm back. Holy cow.
So, yeah, you've got a job to do while I'm gone, because you were on vacation last week, and I'm leaving this week to do some other business stuff. Yes. So, yeah, I got everything printed. You're going to put together your first 3D printed plane, aren't you?
Am I crazy, or is the print quality the best it's ever been?
It's phenomenal. Yeah, Bamboo Labs is doing a phenomenal job with their machines. Everything from their LiDAR detection, like it checks the first bed layer. Yeah. It checks and makes sure that it doesn't have spaghetti or anything during the print. It'll shut it off if it does.
That's insane.
I'm blown away by the quality of those printers.
And you printed it faster too.
Right, yeah, way faster. And then on top of that, Eclipse did a great job designing this plane. I mean, look at that. It is beautiful. Wow.
Now, is there a lot of differences between this and previous models?
Yeah, I mean, they just keep making slight tweaks to it just to make it better and better, it seems like. Yeah, this one, as you were just holding, has an open cockpit. Well, it's closed, but they made it so you can actually see it. They even made a pilot on this.
Oh my
Check that little guy out. He's awesome.
So, know what I'm thinking now? And I don't know if we'll just send it and go for it, but if this is an open cockpit, why in the world are we not doing this FPV? I mean...
Right. And they even send templates so you can cut out, you know, the actual windscreens in plastic, like a bottle or whatever if you want.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Yeah, so,
now,
I mean...
It does look like because the Mustang had a very original scale wing. This looks actually like they changed the airfoil to be more model friendly.
Yeah, it seems like it has a little bit more under camber than what they normally do, so
Yeah.
I think it's gonna fly pretty nice.
If you look at the wing cord here, a lot of times, people think when you go down in size, you can keep the original scale lines, and maybe they did. Maybe, the original Falkworth was like this, but what it seems to me is this looks a lot more like a classic Clark Y, a lot more like a high-lift airfoil, which when you go smaller, you really need to change your airfoils to get good stability and good performance. It looks like they did that, and it's ridiculous.
And this even has complete retract gear too.
Oh my god, did you print that too?
Yes, it's in the box.
So I love this. This is the ultimate tag team. You print it, I build it, and then I'll just have to call you and tell you how it went.
Right, yeah, perfect.
I love it. All right, I got a lot of work to do. Thanks for printing these.
No problem.
All right, so I went ahead and already previewed the build video for this. I'm going to be playing along with the build video from Eclipse, and it's incredibly entertaining, but also very informative. You simply just build along with some really good music. And this kit goes together much the same way as many of the other kits. So if you built a lot of Eclipse models, it's going to be very comfortable for you. The first thing I'm doing, especially since Dave was kind enough to print me all the pieces, is I'm laying everything out. I'm taking what I learned in the build video and making sure I have all the pieces down. I have all the different connectors. There's a whole box here of, I'll just say the unattractive stuff, like the tabs and the little pieces here. We want to make sure that all those are printed and we know exactly where they are so we don't skip a step and accidentally not, glue something together properly. Now, with every model we're building from Eclipse, we are falling more and more in love with 3D printed aircraft, and also, based on your guys' recommendation, we're not only carrying the lightweight PLA now from ColorFab, but we're also carrying a full line of Zap glues, which means if you guys want to build 3D printed models, or you want to build balsa, or be able to glue plywood together, we have an instant glue for you from Zap that's right for you. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get started on the wing here. We're going to start from the center section and work on the way out. This plane, just like the Mustang, has retracts as well, but what I love about it is they actually have little guides, I'll show you later, to help you bend your landing gear. I got a lot of gluing together, let's get started. Alright friends, so basically about 2 hours later, this plane is completely together. All the airframe's done, the wings are done. My next step before I go any further here is I want to put a coat of paint on this. I want to bring it into an even color of olive drab, and from that point, I can start putting the details on before it gets too big. Now I absolutely love the way that Eclipse constantly evolves with their techniques and their features. One of my really favorite features about this is two things, the hatch and also the cockpit. We've never had an open cockpit that you can put in with glass, and they even give you the patterns to be able to cut this out. We're definitely not going to pass on this opportunity to do this open cockpit, especially with the really awesome little pilot that they printed out for me. The resolution on it looks fantastic. What I'm going to do now here is I'm going to basically put it in the paint, I'm going to let it dry overnight, and when I come back in the morning, then I'm going to work on servos, details, and all the other things to get it ready to fly. Alright, so it is a new day here, the paint's all dry. One really cool thing is decaling 3D printed models is okay, but oftentimes you got to heat up the decals and you got to be careful not to overheat the PLA and warp it. But painting is phenomenal. If you see in the instruction videos from Eclipse, you see that they paint their models too. I simply took our rattle can, Rust-Oleum 2X rattle can that works great on foam board and also 3D printed models, and sprayed it in our laser. And basically now I'm ready to put the final details and colors on before I put the electronics in. And the scheme I picked out I think is really, really cool. I don't know if it's called leopard pattern or leopard camouflage, but the top part is going to be olive drab. I'm now going to top coat with light gray on the bottom half of the wing and also the bottom half of the fuselage. And from that point on, I'm going to put these little tiny spots all over it with an airbrush. So we have the base coat on, we're going to put the color on it, and then I'm going to start working on the cockpit detail. So this is the first 3D printed airplane I think we've ever had an opportunity to actually give you an in-cockpit view, but I'm not sure what it looks like because, frankly, this plane's all nose. So what I got here is I got the sled from our Boom and Flurkin, which, by the way, if you haven't seen that episode or seen the Boom and Flurkin, in my opinion, it's the best FPV all-around platform I've ever flown. It goes fast, it's slow, it's smooth, you can take it off and land it. Check out that video, it'll be listed below. I'm going to go ahead and take the little sled that we have from that, and I just want to see what it looks like. If it looks cool, I think what I'll do is I'll rob these electronics and then I'll put them in here so after we test fly it, we can then go in cockpit view. So we would have to get it, it is all nose, but it looks so cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a challenging view. Like there is a lot of instrument and like the rails, but it looks so scale. We're gonna do it. So we're gonna mount this thing right about here. I'll get the perfect location, and then we can take the pilot out and we can put this in its place, and then that'll give us the ability to fly FPV. So if you guys remember in the past, we did something very similar with my good friend David Vindestol. We used a big foam model and a fake cockpit in the front. I believe it was with the de Havilland Mosquito. This is gonna be very similar. All right, friends, we are all set here. The FW-190 looks absolutely incredible. And a big shout out to both John Overstreet and Travis. The techniques on weathering are super simple. You guys can do it too. And it changes from looking like just a plastic airplane to something that is really going to look amazing in the air. Speaking of in the air, we got to put it in the air and see how it flies. All right. So one thing I'm really loving about these is everything on the electronic side is up in the front, and there's plenty of room for a battery. And speaking of battery, we're in a 2200 3-cell on this. I'm flying with my Radio Master, and where you position the battery is where your balance is going to be. And on the very bottom, they put these cool little hash marks here. And a lot of times people try to balance the plane upright, and it's very difficult to get a good balance. When you're doing a low-wing airplane, get your fingers right where those are going to be. Put it under there. Now for my maidens, I like to see just a little bit of nose down. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but I definitely don't want a maiden airplane being tail heavy. Tail heavy planes just fly incredibly poorly. I don't want to cartwheel this thing because I don't know how much will be left. If I got a little bit nose heavy, I can always back that out on the next flight and get exactly where I want. And once I have it where I want, I'll mark it with a marker. All right, we have the balance. We're ready to fly it. All right, so just like everything before here, before we made it, we're going to check the directions of the controls. Left, right, left, up, down, throttle. And I did balance my prop because last time, you remember, we had a little bit of a wiggly nose. And it shook our motor loose. So
that's right.
Loctite, balance your props, especially in 3D spinner. And if you don't trust the print on that 3D spinner, don't use it.
And something new, we are flying for the first time at our new sponsored runway by our friends over at Zap and Robot.
Yes.
We're super excited about that.
Oh, it's incredible. As a matter of fact, I use all their products, including the gap filling, because I had some big gaps on the 3D printed model. It worked great. The gap filling actually made it so stinking strong.
Really?
It was ridiculous. So that's going to be my go-to every time.
Yes, let's get it.
Alrighty, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Noah, you ready? I'm always nervous, but these always fly good. Oh, by the way, we have Chase and Jason from the Edgewater Flight crew. They have their own channel. It is awesome. You got to check it out. We'll put that down in the link below. Jason's gonna be chasing us today, and helping us out because Mike and Dave are on a secret mission.
That's right, secret mission.
You ready? Here we go. Right.
All right, here we go. Focke-Wulf in the air.
Pass them.
Yeah, she's
awesome.
up. She's up. Woohoo!
So I was kind of worried about the. I'm gonna trim it out here. We got a little bit more up than I wanted. Oh, there it is. Hands off.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
How's she feel right now?
It feels incredible. I'm actually going to shift the battery more forward.
Yeah.
But no, now it's tracking great. We're good. I love it.
Looks nice.
I'm going to go ahead and do a pass left to right here. And I'm going to roll that landing gear down. You ready?
Yep.
Nice and low. 3, 2, 1. Boom. There it goes.
That was like a real airplane, dude.
I love with the Radio Masters, you can actually direct the servo speed. You can do delay. So if you have like gear doors, things like that, you can do all of it. That's all. This is fantastic. A little more down trim. I'm happy that, when we did the balance, I put a little bit more nose heavy than I, typically do. And I'm happy because it feels perfect. If not, I'm going to just make it a little bit more darty. But she tracks like an arrow.
That does look great. Looks smooth.
Let's see how we do with our vertical here. Yep.
Oh, yeah. No problem, dude. Look at you.
And throttle back.
Yes.
Sorry about that, Jason. I get a little carried away.
All good. Jason's like, I can't keep up.
Let's try some slow flight here real quick.
Yeah. So she moves pretty simply.
Power is not an issue. And I'm just going to pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Still pulling back. There it is. It just broke. Little bobble, but nothing bad.
That's great.
A lot of times when we're flying our clips and models, and Mike had this problem with the 3D, they glide forever. By the way, I'm still dead stick.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And this is a lightweight PLA. Stefan, do you remember it's 1.1 meter wingspan?
Yes.
What's the weight?
So the weight printed is 440.
Okay.
And then your takeoff weight's about 850. And that's if you use the lightweight PLA.
Lightweight PLA. And the wing loading is definitely light.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to do a roll inverted here.
Now, the other thing I like about this
forward.
is that, like, when you're 3D printing an airplane, it's super nice because if you've got some issues or whatever, he's like, hey, this wingtip didn't print directly. You just print a new one. You know what I mean? So you can kind of customize your airplane to be whatever you want it to be.
And when that inevitable crash happens, you got replacement parts.
Right. Like sometimes if like you have a hard landing and you break some of the landing gear, you just go back and you reprint that piece.
She flies
Oh, that was nice, right above the land. That's beautiful.
I want to kiss the ground, but not like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. All right,
You should probably not try that with the plastic.
No,
plate.
let's do it. All right, I'm going to set up for landing,
Okay.
and I'm happy with it. I think our next step here, what we need to do is we need to put some FPV in it.
I like that idea.
You down for that?
I'm
All right.
totally down for that.
So gear's going down.
See what the pilot
There's
sees.
the gear. No flaps on this thing. I don't think it really needs it. I'm right in over our Zap logo here.
Oh yeah! Yeah!
Nice. And the gear held.
Let's go,
Nice.
baby! Woo!
All right, we are not done with this. We got our Maiden underway. I'm not gonna wait. We have more battery on this guy because we're just sipping the juice. Under half throttle, cruises all day long. I'm gonna put some FPV gear in it. I'm gonna put the battery more forward because the FPV gear is gonna be a little aft. We're gonna try it FPV.
Let's get it.
I'm gonna go from a 3-cell to a 4-cell, not because I need extra power, but because I want the extra weight.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put that all the way up in the front here. Oh no, I don't have the wrong GoPro.
You golden.
And the reason is we made this canopy removable. I cannot believe this held on.
That's true. That's
And
awesome.
I'm gonna take Pilot Bob.
Hello, Pilot
No
Bob.
matter what happens to this, Pilot Bob is gonna live on. I'm gonna pull Pilot Bob out.
Yeah, I'll hold Bob. I'll hold
Okay,
Bob.
thank
Come on, Bob. There you go. Hello,
And
Bob.
I'm going to put in our FPV.
Yes. That's exciting.
I'm excited about this. I think the only other FPV plane that we did that was 3D printed was frankly my favorite one, and that's that racer, the green and black racer.
Yes.
Oh my golly, what an amazing experience. We shot actually crosswind right through all these trees. It was incredible. So
It was.
I'm gonna use Stefan as my backup here. And if you guys don't know, anytime you're flying FPV, it's always a really good practice to have a buddy that knows how to fly next to you. Especially if you want to save your airplane and something bad happens. When we were flying our Boom and Flirkin in the last episode, I made mention of that. And ironically, when Michael landed and plugged back in, he actually stepped on me for a split second. If I didn't have Dave next to me to hand the controls to, that Boom and Flirkin would have been gone. So
Bamboozled.
it's just a really good idea to have a spotter. Jason's going to be chasing. He has walk snail. I have DJI. We've never flown together with those two protocols. So it's always just a good idea to have a good friend ready to pass the controls to.
That's right.
And he's my good friend. So, Stefan, you
Yes,
may
sir.
have a chance to get to fly this.
Hey, there we go.
All right. I'll share anyway. Don't worry.
Oh, I appreciate you, bro.
All right, so I'm plugging this in. We're going to take this guy to here.
That looks nice
Now,
right there.
the only downside is if we have turbulence,
You can have. We're going down.
I'm going to record. That looks too cool. And speaking of transmitters, the actual recommended transmitter is FlySky.
Yeah.
And FlySky has a lot of new radios here. The one radio that we really liked, they actually recommend, and we have that available in our store here. So if you guys want to be able to get into the hobby under a good budget with a good solid radio, there is a FlySky product for you. It's available at the store. You can get the 3D printed filament. That's ColorFab Lightweight PLA. You can get the Eclipse model at a discount.
Yep.
If you use our code.
Flite. Yep. 5% off.
5% off. And you can get everything you need at flight test, including the Power Pack C, the batteries, everything. You can get flying. This plane's incredible. All right, I think we're ready.
I think we're ready.
How are you looking, bud?
Video's good right now.
Cool. I'm
Sick.
looking good too. I think I just want to go for broke.
All right.
And send it. Just put the goggles on and send it.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
The
And
only suggestion they say is to keep us
yeah,
separate.
I feel bad because I like flying next to my best friends.
Hey, I really appreciate you.
Crash, so let's do that.
All right.
All
I
right.
don't need my glasses.
Feeling the flow.
It gives you a lot of respect for what those pilots had to deal with.
Oh, I can only imagine.
All right, I'm recording.
All right, Bix, I got your transmitter here.
Thank you, buddy.
Bix is flying with the TX16S from Radio Master. Like you said earlier, you can also, they recommend the i6X from FlySky, which we also have.
I was never a
in
fan
store.
of the blue one, but the gray one, I tested it. I was blown away
Yeah.
with how much better it is.
It's fantastic.
Let's see, can I turn around in this time?
Oh, yeah, you're in the grass, but now you're coming back. Come back. Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Good work.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
How does that look? How do
I want to turn my head and lean out the cockpit. All right, let's
dude, you're
Oh my
currently
gosh.
you're currently faced
this is a
slightly
challenge.
to the left.
Yeah, this is a challenge. You guys, when you watch this video, you're gonna see it. You ready?
Okay,
All right,
good luck,
let's-
sir.
Let's send it.
Yeah, you're in the air, dude.
Oh, love it.
Can you see anything?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I can.
Yes,
But
not well.
yeah, it's funny. I'm happy. Know your area because I can see to my left and my right and a little bit in front of me.
Wow.
But we got this.
How does it feel? Like, what do you feel in this moment?
So smooth. I'm happy we made those adjustments.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and put up my landing gear. I definitely noticed when I put my landing gear up the way it flies, it gets smooth. You know,
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's hands off, guys.
It doesn't even look, it looks like the bobble, there's no bobble whatsoever.
No. And one really cool thing about FPV is when you're flying FPV, get your plane a stable and smooth line of sight first. But when you're flying FPV, you'll find that the actual movements that you do are so much more minimal.
Right.
And this is definitely the case. What I'm doing is I'm just skirting the area. I know the area fairly well. I'm gonna turn around there.
RF signal.
And I'm gonna do a pass down the runway.
Yes.
There it is.
Dude, this looks dope.
Oh man, it feels amazing.
Oh yes!
Whee!
That looks amazing. Dude, when you flew past the trees and I looked at it from the side,
Yeah.
it looked like it was like
Oh, do a
was in
slow
real
roll.
life moment.
It is a fantastic flying airplane, brother. All right, I'm gonna take care of this because you gotta fly this later. I'm always such a hog of airplanes, and I'm sorry.
No, you're all right, bro.
I
looks awesome.
I won't be doing the river run with this, by the way, because
Yeah, it's probably not good
I
either.
won't be able to see the river.
I bet you're just
You know, I
feeling
can
like
do-
one of those.
I can just go upside down and look at it like that.
Oh yeah, dude, how's that look?
It's funny because when I pulled the negative, the Velcro started shimmying on me. I was like, "What are you doing?" I could add a
Yeah, you don't want that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, what do you say? I do one more pass, and then I wasn't gonna try this, but I think I am now. I'm gonna try to land it. under the-
FPV?
FPV.
Yes, dude.
If anything, that'll be a test of my skills, but also this airframe,
That's right.
because it is.
Putting it to the test.
I wish
I
that
like
was-
it.
I can't, you got to see this later. It's so fun.
I can't wait to see the footage.
All right, nice fast pass.
Yes, dude.
Whee!
Oh my gosh. Rails, bro.
It is
Rails.
amazing. All right. I haven't gotten such a cool in-cockpit experience in such a long time because you can see like the little gauges, they're like slightly fuzzy.
Yeah, dude.
All right, I'm gonna come around, landing gear down.
So sick.
I just saw my friend Jason. Hi,
Hello, Jason. Also, Dave printed all these parts out on our Bamboo Lab
Yes.
X1 carbon printers. He got it done in like, I think it was 2 days.
It's awesome.
Normally it took us like a week or a week and a half.
Whoop.
Going long. You're long.
I'm
You're-
going
Go back
around.
around.
Going around.
Yeah, I'm
This thing
going-
floats forever. I was like, oh, a little adjustment.
Oh, man.
Yeah, in real life too, when it doesn't feel right, you go around.
That's right. When in doubt,
Circle it out.
there it is. When in doubt, go around.
All right, here
It doesn't
we go.
rhyme, but
Here
whatever.
we go.
All right, buddy. Feeling the flow? Circular?
Circular.
Good.
Lining up. Well, this feels a lot nicer.
Line it up. Just gotta watch out for the hill. Yes. Up a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
Incrementing.
Yes, you did it.
Ah!
Oh my God! Yeah! You did it.
I always do this with the goggles.
Let's go.
Is the landing gear held up?
I think so.
It looks like it held up.
It looks great. I can't tell from here.
It's on its wheels. Score!
Winning.
All right.
Let's go, bro.
Friends, this is an absolutely incredible model to build. If you're new to 3D printing and stuff, you don't have to also be new to the hobby. You can put those both together and enjoy it. They have so many great trainers all the way up to these amazing warbirds. And Eclipson, huge shout out to you because the way you made this open cockpit gives us a whole new experience.
It's pretty sick, dude. I can't wait to fly it later.
Yes.
Which is gonna be
I
awesome.
will share my toys.
Yes.
So, and friends, if you want to build your own Eclipson model, they have a discount code.
They do. Flite. Discount code Flite. It gets you 5% off on all the models that you have. Now, not even just this one, but all the ones
All
we
the
have.
models. And,
Yes,
and a big shout out to our friends at Color Fab too. Their filaments are absolutely incredible. If you're going to print anything, lightweight PLA, tough PLA, very assured,
Oh my goodness.
they basically, it feels like they woke up and just made the perfect filament for model aviation.
They did. It's amazing. And all of those different filaments, you can grab them at our store as well, which is awesome. So check the links in the description below.
Thanks so much for being part of this family. We'll see you next time.
Is that fly jig?
Oh, no. I follow the throttle goes forward, the plane goes flying. Thanks for watching Flight Test, guys.
That's a wrap, folks.
That
That would be
time,
hilarious.
Next time there'll be less dancing, more flying.
that time, that was on video.
Oh,
That's
good Lord.
great. Love it.